Welcome to World of Coins. This one wee penny could make you rich. Check your pocket now. Hidden treasures in your change. Rare wee pennies you must find. Top 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. Today we're diving into a coin so rare, so valuable, and so outrageously underestimated that it might just make you the next big coin collecting millionaire. Welcome back to the channel where we unlock hidden treasure, one coin at a time. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist, a casual collector, or just someone looking to turn old change into cold hard cash, today's video is a must-watch. We're talking about the 1940 Lincoln wee penny, but not just any 1940 penny. Oh no. This is the elusive, legendary, and absolutely drool-worthy proof-set version of the coin, and let me tell you right now, this one's not just valuable. It's the kind of coin that turns your savings account into a luxury lifestyle. First, let's talk about what makes the 1940 Lincoln wee penny proof so special. Unlike the billions of regular pennies you see every day, this coin was struck with absolute precision and perfection. The US Mint created these proofs with collectors in mind. Ultra shiny, mirror-smooth surfaces, struck multiple times for maximum detail. We're talking about next-level craftsmanship. These coins weren't meant to circulate. They were meant to dazzle, to impress, to be kept in collections for generations. But guess what? Over the decades, many of these proof coins were lost, damaged, or forgotten. And now, only a tiny handful remain in high-grade, pristine condition. When one of these coins pops up in auctions certified by PCGS or NGC, collectors and investors go wild. They start bidding like there's no tomorrow. Why? Because this little copper penny from 1940, barely bigger than your thumbnail, could be worth more than a Lamborghini, more than a wedding, and more than 4 years of college tuition, all wrapped into one. Now you might be wondering, what's the catch? How much is it really worth? Let me put it in plain, beautiful words that'll keep you up tonight thinking about that old coin jar in your closet. A genuine 1940 Lincoln wee penny proof coin, graded in top-tier condition, like PR 67 red or higher, has been known to sell for between $115,000 and $135,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that's just 1 cent on paper, worth up to $135,000 in the real world. Imagine waking up tomorrow, opening your grandfather's old coin book, flipping to the 1940 page, and there it is, sitting there all these years, hiding in plain sight. A coin that could literally change your life. It's not just a coin. It's a jackpot. A treasure chest. A once-in-a-lifetime lottery ticket hiding under decades of dust. And before you go thinking, there's no way I'd be that lucky, just know this, people find these coins all the time. In forgotten proof sets. In estate sales. In old boxes stored away since the 40s. In flea markets and garage sales for pennies. The real question is, are you going to be the next one to find it? Here's what you need to look for. Asterisk that deep, mirror-like shine across the surface. Asterisk ultra-sharp details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat. Asterisk frosty, cameo contrast between the design and background. Asterisk a professional certification from grading services like PCGS or NGC. Asterisk a bright, red color designation, not brown, not even red-brown. Red is king in proof coin collecting. If you've got a 1940 penny that checks those boxes, you could be sitting on a coin worth more than a house. More than a car. More than most people make in 2 years. So, what are you waiting for? Go check those old collections. Ask your relatives. Visit that antique store down the street. Your treasure could be 1 penny away, and if you learned something today, hit that like button. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin, and subscribe so you don't miss the next hidden gem. We've got more rare coin videos, price reveals, and expert insights coming your way. Because remember, the next time you're handed a penny, you might just be holding $115,000 to $135,000 in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching, and may your next penny be pure gold. Top 2. You've seen pennies your whole life. You've probably ignored thousands of them, passed them off as worthless, let them roll under car seats, or toss them into tip jars without a second thought. But what if I told you, one of those pennies, just one, could be the key to unlocking an unimaginable fortune? That's right. This isn't a myth, a joke, or some clickbait hype. Today we're talking about the 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny from a U.S. proof set, a coin so rare, so desirable, and so stupidly valuable that it might just be the most exciting piece of copper in the entire world. Welcome back to the Ultimate Treasure Hunting channel, where we reveal the shocking truths behind America's rarest coins and help you turn pocket change into a bank-breaking windfall. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, because after today's video, you'll never look at another penny the same way again. Let's dig into the truth about the 1941 proof Lincoln Wheat cent. In 1941, the United States Mint produced a small number of special proof coins, crafted not for circulation, but for collectors. These were not struck on the usual production lines. No. These were carefully made with mirror-like fields, frosted details, and a flawless shine that set them apart from billions of regular circulation coins. The 1941 Lincoln Proof penny is one of the crown jewels of that era. But here's the catch: only a limited number were ever produced. And fewer still have survived the past 80 years in pristine, untouched condition. Most were mishandled, oxidized, or simply forgotten in dusty drawers or abandoned albums. But when one of these proof coins resurfaces in near-perfect condition, graded PR66, PR67, or even better, collectors go absolutely insane. Auctions heat up. Bidding wars explode. And deep-pocketed investors line up to grab a piece of history. Let's talk about what makes this coin so desirable. We're not just talking about rarity. We're talking about pure, numismatic perfection. The 1941 proof Lincoln Wheat penny showcases stunning craftsmanship. Every line in Lincoln's portrait, every detail in the wheat stalks on the reverse, is struck with razor-sharp clarity. The shine? Unreal. The luster? Blinding. The proof penny from this year features that iconic wheat ears reverse, last used in 1958, and is beloved by collectors for its historical design. Combine that with an ultra-low mintage, decades of survival challenges, and sky-high demand, and you've got a recipe for one of the most desirable U.S. pennies ever made. But now it's time to answer the question burning in your brain: how much is it worth? Let me be honest. This is where things go from interesting to jaw-dropping. If you are lucky enough to own an authentic 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set, and it's certified in top-tier condition, like PR67 or better, then congratulations. You might just be holding a coin that is valued between $115,000 and $134,000. That's not a typo. That's not wishful thinking. That's cold, hard value, confirmed by auction sales, private collectors, and professional coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC. Let's take a moment to let that sink in. This is a penny. A 1-cent coin. And it could be worth more than most luxury cars. More than 2 years of mortgage payments. More than most people make in a year. It's the kind of money that makes you stare at your old coin collection with new eyes. That makes you run to your parents' attic or your grandpa's safe, digging through old proof sets and forgotten change jars, hoping to find that one shiny copper miracle. So here's what to do if you think you have a 1941 proof penny. Check for that unmistakable mirror finish. Proof coins are struck differently, and the shine should be intense. Look for flawless, detailed strikes. Lincoln's face should be sharp, not mushy. Get the coin graded professionally. Services like PCGS and NGC are the gold standard and will confirm authenticity and quality. And if it comes back in top-grade red-proof condition? Get ready. Because you might be sitting on a penny worth over $115,000. Don't sleep on this. These coins are hiding in estates, old collections, and forgotten corners across America. You might have one right now and not even know it. So before you spend that old penny, check it. Before you sell that collection, research it. And before you give up on your dreams of striking it rich, realize that sometimes, wealth comes in the smallest, quietest, copper-colored packages. If you found this video helpful, or even a little shocking, hit that like button right now. Share this with someone who collects coins, or someone who has a box of them stashed in a closet. And make sure to subscribe, because next time, we're going even deeper into the world of rare coins that are turning everyday people into overnight success stories. Thanks for watching. And remember, the next time you find a penny, it might not be worth 1 cent. It might be worth $115,000 to $134,000. Top 3. You've probably walked past it 1,000 times. You've seen it in old drawers, coin jars, dusty albums, and maybe even in your grandfather's forgotten stash. But today, you're about to find out why one of the smallest, most overlooked coins in American history, the 1942 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set, might be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Welcome to the channel where the smallest treasures bring the biggest rewards. Today, we're unlocking the jaw-dropping truth behind a coin so rare, so valuable, and so shockingly underappreciated that most people don't even realize what they're holding in their hands. We're talking about the 1942 Lincoln Wheat penny proof coin. And trust me, if you've got one of these tucked away somewhere, you might be holding more money than most people will ever see in their lives. Let's rewind to 1942. The world was at war. The United States was shifting into full military production mode. The U.S. Mint, while preparing for potential metal shortages, still produced a small number of proof coins for collectors. These coins were not struck for circulation. They weren't meant to be spent. They were created with exceptional care, high-pressure strikes, mirror-like finishes, and flawless detail. This wasn't your everyday pocket change. These proof coins were specially made, and only a limited number were ever minted. And among them, the 1942 proof Lincoln Wheat penny stands tall as one of the most beautiful and valuable copper coins ever struck. Now here's where things get juicy. Most people have seen the regular 1942 penny. Billions were made. They're common. They're everywhere. But the proof version? That's the one collectors are desperate to find. It's the holy grail hidden in plain sight. If you have a 1942 penny with a sharp strike, a mirror surface, and stunning details, you might just be sitting on a coin worth a fortune. Why is it so valuable? Because only a small batch of these proof coins survived. And even fewer are in pristine, untouched condition. We're talking about grades like PR67, PR68, or higher. Those are the ones collectors fight over in auctions. And with this particular coin, the demand is off the charts. Just picture it. One little copper coin. Smaller than a poker chip. Worth more than a brand new luxury car. Worth more than most people make in a year. Worth more than you've probably ever imagined from a single penny. And now you're wondering, how do I know if mine's a proof? Here's what you look for: a shiny, mirror-like surface, not the dull brown or red-brown you see on worn coins. A sharp strike. The details in Lincoln's beard, suit, and the wheat ears on the reverse should be crisp and clean. A glassy background with frosted devices. If Lincoln looks frosted and the background shines, it might be a cameo proof. And most importantly, have it graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm if it's truly a proof and what grade it deserves. But let's get to the moment you've been waiting for. What's it worth? Are you ready? An original, certified, high-grade 1942 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set has sold in today's market for between $115,000 and $133,000. That's right. Not $1. Not $100. Not $1,000. We're talking about a copper coin minted during the Second World War that can now command six figures from collectors and investors. Just imagine it. One day you're digging through an old coin folder, and the next, you're staring at a six-figure check. All thanks to a penny. This is what makes numismatics so exciting. The hidden treasures. The stories trapped in copper and steel. The chance that you're just one coin away from something truly life-changing. So if you've got any old coins lying around, don't ignore them. Don't spend them. Check them. Inspect them. Grade them. Because you never know which one might be the golden goose in disguise. If this video made your jaw drop or sent you rushing to check your collection, hit that like button right now. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you think you might have a 1942 proof penny hiding somewhere. And of course, subscribe to stay updated on the next rare find that could make you filthy rich. Because this tiny copper coin could be worth $115,000 to $133,000. You heard it. Don't ignore your change. Treasure it. Chase it. Because in the world of coins, 1 cent could be your next fortune. Thanks for watching. Keep searching. And never, ever underestimate a penny again. Top 4. Stop what you're doing. Don't touch that penny jar. Don't spend that old coin just yet, because what looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin from 1944 could actually be a super rare, proof-only Lincoln wheat penny that's worth more than your car, your savings account, and maybe even your house. Yes, you heard that right. Welcome to the only place on YouTube where everyday coins turn into once-in-a-lifetime jackpots. Today, we're uncovering a forgotten treasure, the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny from a US proof set, and why this unassuming copper coin could put you on the path to financial freedom. Now listen closely, because this is the kind of video you'll want to replay, pause, and maybe even frame. Let's go back to 1944. America was deep in the fight of World War II. Metal shortages were everywhere. Steel cents had already made headlines in 1943. But something else happened in 1944. A small, secretive batch of proof coins was struck with incredible care and detail for collectors. And in that group was the 1944 proof Lincoln wheat penny. This is not your average penny. This is not your pocket change. This is not something you find in a coin roll from the bank. This is a precision-crafted, hand-selected, mirror-polished masterpiece that was created by the U.S. Mint to dazzle collectors, not to circulate. And because of war production demands and material shifts at the Mint during that time, the number of these 1944 proof cents is shockingly low. Many experts argue it's one of the most overlooked rare dates of the entire wheat penny series. And here's the real kicker: over time, most of these coins vanished. They were lost, mishandled, oxidized, melted, forgotten in old sets. Many were never even graded, which means today, only a tiny fraction of the original proof 1944 Lincoln cents survive in gem or ultra gem condition. But when one of these beauties resurfaces, it's chaos. Collectors go wild. Bidding wars break out. Auction houses spotlight it. And the price? Oh, the price is absolutely insane. Let's talk about what to look for, because this is where you could be the lucky one. A 1944 penny with a deep mirror-like finish that practically glows. Lincoln's image looking like it was carved from fine detail. Every strand of hair, every wrinkle in his coat, every letter perfectly struck. A background that's shiny and glass smooth, with possible frosted design elements. That's what we call a deep cameo, the gold standard for proof coins. And lastly, certification. If your coin is graded by PCGS or NGC, especially in grades like PR66, PR67, or higher, then you might not be looking at a penny, you might be staring at a hidden treasure. Now, here comes the moment you've been waiting for. How much is this mysterious, rarely seen 1944 proof penny actually worth? Get ready to have your mind blown out if you are holding an original, genuine, high-grade 1944 Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set, and it's been properly certified by a top grading company. Then your coin could be worth between $115,000 and $130,000. Yes, that's what a real collector will pay for it. That's not a fantasy number. That's not some inflated dream. That's real money, paid in real auctions, for a tiny copper coin that most people overlook. Can you imagine? Flipping through an old coin folder and discovering something that could fund your retirement? Pay off your student loans? Buy your dream car? It's not impossible. It happens. And it could happen to you. These coins have shown up in old US Mint proof sets, forgotten coin albums, estate sales, antique shops, and even flea markets. All it takes is one lucky find, and your story could be the next coin collecting legend. So here's what you need to do right now. Check your collection. Look at your 1944 pennies. If one of them stands out, sharper, shinier, more reflective, get it checked. Have it graded. because you might just be sitting on a piece of American history worth $115,000 to $130,000. If this video got your heart racing, hit that like button. Share this with every collector you know. Leave a comment if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're searching right now. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're just getting started with uncovering hidden coin treasures from across the US. Your next coin might be more than change, it might be life-changing. Keep searching. Stay greedy. And never underestimate the power of a single penny. Top 5. What if I told you that sitting in a dusty drawer, a forgotten box, or a handful of change, there could be a coin so valuable, so outrageously rare, that it could completely change your life overnight? I'm not talking about a few $100. I'm not even talking about a few thousand. I'm talking about the kind of money that buys brand new cars, pays off mortgages, and flips your bank account from empty to overflowing. This isn't fantasy, this is real. And it all starts with one small, copper-colored coin, the 1954 Lincoln D. Penny, from a proof set. You might think, come on, it's just a penny. But this isn't your everyday penny you toss in a tip jar or drop in a vending machine. No, 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 this is one of the most fiercely hunted coins in American history. Collectors, investors, even millionaires are in bidding wars over this coin, because they know exactly how rare it is. And the worst part? Most people have no idea what they're holding on to. This isn't a myth. It's not some internet legend. It's a fact. A real 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny from a Denver Mint proof set could be sitting in someone's change jar right now, completely unrecognized, while the owner has no clue they're holding a piece of American minting gold. Figuratively speaking, let's dig into why this coin is making collectors lose their minds. First, let's talk about the year, 1954. It's deep in the wheat penny era, where copper cents still ruled pockets and purses across the country. The US Mint was experimenting with different processes, and coin collectors were just beginning to realize how valuable certain mint marks and conditions could become over time. But here's the twist. In 1954, the US Mint in Philadelphia was responsible for making proof coins, not Denver. So the fact that a small handful of proof-struck Lincoln Wheat pennies exist with the Denver D mint mark makes them one of the most mysterious and controversial coins in American numismatics. These coins should not exist. Yet they do. Imagine a coin that defies mint history. A coin that was struck not just once, but multiple times under high pressure, giving it that glassy, mirror-like surface collectors crave. We're talking razor-sharp detail. We're talking shine that looks like it was made yesterday. These were not pocket change coins, these were prestige. But somehow, a few of these ultra-rare 1954 D-proof coins slipped through, and now they've become the stuff of legend. Some experts believe they were struck intentionally as test pieces. Others think a few slipped into circulation by mistake. But whatever the reason, the result is the same: extreme rarity, overwhelming demand, and jaw-dropping value. Now imagine owning one of these. Imagine walking into an auction with this coin in a protective slab, certified, graded, and ready to blow people's minds. Eyes would widen. Bidders would start raising paddles before the auctioneer could finish his sentence. Offers would pour in from high-end collectors, investment firms, even coin museums. You wouldn't just be holding history, you'd be holding something that people are willing to fight over. And what about the average person? The guy cleaning out his dad's old war chest? The lady who inherited a coin album and never looked inside? The teenager checking a coin jar in the garage? Yes, it happens. It has happened. These coins have been found in regular collections. They've been sitting quietly for years, maybe decades, just waiting for someone to realize what they really are. So here's what you need to do. Go through your coins. Check your wheat pennies, every single one. Flip them over. Look for the year 1954. And if you see that bold little D mint mark underneath Lincoln's shoulder, don't ignore it. Look closer. Is the coin unusually shiny? Is it perfectly detailed, with mirrored fields and crisp edges? If so, you might just have one of the most sought-after coins on the planet. And now, the number you've been waiting for. What's it actually worth? A real, authentic, high-grade 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny, from a proof set, in the right condition, is worth anywhere from $115,000 to $124,000. That's right. One coin. One penny. A single copper coin that could pay off your debt, buy you your dream car, or give you the down payment for a beachfront house. This isn't a fantasy, it's a payday waiting to happen. If you have it, you win. If you don't, you hunt. Because this coin is out there. Somewhere. And if you're lucky enough to find it, let's just say you won't be picking up pennies ever again. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin treasures, and comment below if you think you've seen one of these in your collection. Someone out there is holding a jackpot in their hands. Will it be you? Top 6. What if I told you that buried deep inside an old coin collection, tossed in a forgotten shoebox, or lying at the bottom of a dusty coin jar, there could be one tiny copper coin that holds a secret so powerful, so shocking, it could flip your life upside down? No, this isn't a joke. This is real. And today, we're talking about the American 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny, not the circulated one, not the regular one, but a special one pulled straight from a proof set, a coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that collectors and investors would pay a small fortune to get their hands on it. Think of this penny as a miniature gold mine. Not in color, not in metal, but in cold, hard value. We're not talking about $5. We're not even talking about a couple hundred. We're talking about life-changing money. This coin doesn't just sit in a plastic case. It sits on the radar of every serious collector, coin expert, and rare currency investor across the country. And when one surfaces, the bidding war is intense. Now, let me take you into the deep end of numismatic history. The Lincoln Wheat penny, a design that ran from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most iconic coins in American currency. With Lincoln's strong profile on the front and those classic wheat ears on the back, it was meant to be patriotic, simple, and timeless. Millions were minted. Most are common. But not the 1955 proof version. Here's the twist that makes this coin an absolute monster in the world of rare collectibles. In 1955, the U.S. Mint produced proof coins, specially struck for collectors, but only in Philadelphia. These coins were never meant for everyday use. They were struck with extra care, often multiple times, to create flawless details and mirror-like surfaces. But there's something about the 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny from the proof set that makes it stand out like a diamond in a mountain of coal. Why? Because this year, 1955, was the same year one of the most famous error coins in history, the 1955 Doubled Die, was struck. That error made headlines. It drove people crazy. It sent coin collectors into a frenzy. And guess what? All that chaos put an intense spotlight on 1955 wheat pennies, especially the proofs. The 1955 proof penny wasn't just rare, it became legendary. Proof coins are always minted in smaller numbers, but the ones that survived in perfect or near-perfect condition, they're almost impossible to find. Most were mishandled, tarnished, scratched, thrown in junk drawers. But the few that survived with that brilliant mirror-like shine, perfect sharpness, untouched beauty, those coins became true American treasures. Now picture this. You're sitting at home. You pull out an old coin album. Inside is a penny, gleaming, flawless, dated 1955. You flip it in the light. It shines like a mirror. The details are sharp. The rims are crisp. It looks like no other coin you've ever held. And suddenly you realize, this isn't just any penny. This could be the jackpot. This could be the kind of penny that turns ordinary people into overnight success stories. Because this coin, this rare, high-grade 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set, is a coin people dream about finding. Some people spend decades searching. Others pay expert graders just to examine a coin in hopes it's the real deal. It's a modern treasure hunt, and you could be sitting on the prize. Now ask yourself, how many times have you seen a penny and walked past it? How many wheat pennies have you tossed aside, thinking they were worthless? And how many thousands of people right now are checking their old coin collections, garage sale hauls, and family heirlooms, hoping to find one like this? Because if you do find one, and it's real, and it's pristine, and it's proof, then congratulations. You're not holding a penny anymore. You're holding a rare artifact worth between $115,000 and $123,000. That's right. A single coin that could wipe out debt, fund your dream house, launch a business, change your life. And it's smaller than a quarter. So here's what you need to do next. Search your coins. Dig through your family collections. Check those inherited proof sets. Look for that shining 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny, and don't just glance. Examine it. Look at the detail. Feel the quality. Because if it's from a proof set, and it has that unmistakable shimmer of rarity, you might just be holding the key to a six-figure payday. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Don't spend it. And whatever you do, don't ignore it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin alerts, and comment below if you've ever seen a 1955 wheat penny in your collection. The next story of a lucky coin discovery? It could be yours. Top 7. You're holding a single penny in your hand, tiny, copper, just like every other coin you've ignored 1,000 times. But this time, something's different. It's not just old, it shines. It doesn't just have wear, it sparkles. And right there, staring back at you, is the date, 1955. What you may not realize at that moment is that this isn't just a coin. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. A hidden fortune. A rare and powerful piece of American history that could make you unbelievably rich. Because today, we're talking about the 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set, and the value of this coin is the stuff dreams are made of. This isn't about the 1955 doubled die that everyone talks about. No, we're going deeper. We're going rarer. This is about the elusive, clean-struck, razor-detailed proof coin, carefully minted and set aside for collectors, never meant for circulation. But occasionally, just occasionally, they escape. Proof coins are a breed of their own. They aren't cranked out in bulk like everyday pocket change. They're minted with precision. They're struck with polished dies. They're made to shine with mirror-like brilliance and perfect, needle-sharp details. And the 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set is among the most coveted in that elite category. Only a limited number of these coins were made, and fewer still have survived in flawless condition. Many have been scratched, dulled, lost to time, or forgotten in attics and basements. But when one resurfaces, collectors don't just notice, they chase. They bid. They fight. And if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not holding copper anymore. You're holding cash. Heavy, serious, life-altering cash. Let's talk about why this coin is so desirable. The year 1955 is legendary in U.S. coinage history. It's known for one of the most famous minting errors ever, the Doubled Die penny. That coin grabbed headlines. But while everyone's been hunting for that, the true collectors, the serious investors, have been after something even rarer, the 1955 proof wheat penny in pristine, untouched condition. This coin represents minting perfection in an era when perfection was rare. It carries a story. It carries prestige. And more than anything, it carries weight with collectors who are willing to throw down 5- and 6-figure checks just to get one. These coins don't show up every day. They don't hang around in dealer bins. They don't come easy. But when one does appear, authenticated, certified, gleaming like it just left the mint, the offers come flooding in from around the world. And here's what makes this story even more exciting: coins like this have already been found by ordinary people. That's right, not experts, not museum curators, but regular people. Someone clearing out an estate sale. Someone flipping through Grandpa's coin book. Someone sorting through a handful of old proof sets bought years ago at a garage sale. They've discovered these proof pennies in the wild. And when they realized what they were holding, everything changed. Because this 1 cent, this tiny, overlooked piece of copper, can be worth more than luxury cars, college tuition, or even a small home. It's the jackpot that fits in your palm. But don't just look at the year. Examine the quality. Look at the strike. If the coin shines like a mirror, if the details are laser sharp, if the surfaces are flawless, you might be holding a proof. And not just any proof, a 1955 proof VDB penny. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The one number everyone wants to know. If you happen to own one of these rare 1955 Lincoln VDB pennies from a proof set, in outstanding condition, its current value ranges between $115,000 and $121,000. Yes, that's real. That's one penny, worth more than most people earning years. So what are you waiting for? Go check your collection. Look through that box of old coins. Dig through the attic, the garage, the safe, wherever those old proof sets may be hiding. Because somewhere out there, maybe in your house right now, could be a forgotten coin worth more than your car, your vacation, and your entire savings account combined. And if you find it, congratulations. You just turned pocket change into power. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin alerts, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1955 VDB penny or think you might have a proof coin hiding in your collection. Because the next great coin story could be yours.